Hello, I have now started up Basalt Linux and I will try the game in Linux to see if I can stream and play without getting those weird ass stutterings.
You have successfully fought off multiple Drukhari ambushes, ambushing the ambushers, as it were. Now you have laid claim to a space where you've been advancing towards this distant battlefield where you've heard the screams and enslavement of Imperial citizens. And you find yourselves in a brief moment of calm trying to see if more enemies are coming. Solomon, you were able to hear the sound of boots hitting the ground just outside of your group's collective vision. You know that the enemy are organizing and they are approaching. What do you tell the others to do? What happens?
He will, as quietly as Solomon is capable of making himself, he'll be like, "Quickly! More Drukhari are approaching. I hear boots on the ground. We must set up an ambush for them if they're coming. Can we find a hiding spot?"
You are amongst the lines of shacks on either side, the businesses that line this thoroughfare. So there are spaces in between them where you could hide. You could climb on top of a shack and hide. You could go inside of a shack and hide, possibly even close the shutters over it. Some are burning. Those probably aren't great hiding spaces, but you could move slightly ahead of them or slightly behind them.
What?
We can use their tactics against them. I'm not very good at this, but I trust Morgan. You must know how to set up an ambush.
Yeah, the moment that Solomon said that is a suggestion, she's looking at which building would be best, something that we can probably set up inside of, keep it close quarters, because obviously the issue has been them running away. So if we can get them all in close quarters in a kill box with us, that would be preferable.
If you're looking to do that, your challenge is your two heavies are not super stealthy.
Right.
So you have an interesting proposition and a challenge. And Morgan, this takes you back to some of the training that you did. This was with a Mechanicus with a tremendously long binaric name. You knew them as 01010110, 011000101, 0110010, 011100010, 0110001, 0111011, which in Low Gothic translates to Vedris.
Did you run that through a binary translator?
Someone said it.
I coughed during that. Can we take it again? Get it clean. I just want to make sure we get it for posterity.
Yeah.
Just start again.
I think it's good.
Yeah. This was the most annoying trainer to ask for.
Correct. And he told you that it translated to Vedris as a Skitarii, and he refused to answer to anything other than his full designation, which meant that you learned most things, and they were relayed to you directly.
Yep.
Did not ask a ton of questions because there was a pretty steep price to pay for each question.
It's more gold, he says.
But the way that the Skitarii approach combat
is required.
Tremendous logic. They math out the entire experience, they deem their acceptable loss base, and then they calculate based on that for their methodology of engagement. You have two assets that are ideal for an ambush. You and Damien, both relatively stealthy, both ambush predators, both able to deal a great deal of damage in a very short period of time. And you have two assets that are in no way suited to this combat. So it comes down to the question of assumed risk, which is to stage an ideal ambush. You would want you and Damien to be the thing that they walk past to then hit them in the back. The challenge that involves is they would need to advance past you, and if they turn around against you, you become the questionable losses in this scenario. The worst ambush possibility, which could still work but might not, is to take your compatriots, the Cannon and Solomon, and put them somewhere hidden further up. So you could, either with gunfire or other things, draw the enemy in towards you and have them hit them in the back. But it means your ability to stage the ambush and trap them here becomes a little more kind of questionable because you don't have anything to drive them further forward into you once combat begins. That's assuming that your goal here is the complete elimination of the enemy. Vedris is also very much focusing you on what is the objective of this combat. So the first thing you need to decide, Morgan, internally for yourself as you kind of hear this training and remember this training is, what's your objective here? Is it to wipe out the oncoming party? Is it to give yourself space to pull back? What's your combat goal? And I think this is the moment where it hits you that you've just been advancing.
Right. And I think she's also been advancing because obviously all of her compatriots are like, stomp out the Xenos. We were here to kill all the Xenos. And in Morgan's mind, she's like, we were here to get reconnaissance and we're here to complete the mission and not die. So I think it's like, obviously there's people getting chewed up, but no people here have been offering further resistance. There's been no one helping them fight. It's not like they can lead a wave of people against this enemy. So, yeah, I think it is, in her opinion, it's more important for them to have a way out than all of them get pinned behind the enemy. Because even these enemies keep running back away, and that's their tactics as well. So using their same tactics against themselves, it's more important for her that they have an out to get out of the situation, especially if it becomes, if there's 20 Drukhari in there or something. Like there's going to be a point at which they can't fight all of that, and running away will get some more of these Imperial citizens killed. But if she can pull out and they can get information that, like, yeah, there's a Xenos threat on your planet, maybe there's other ways to deal with it other than us four versus the entire Xenos threat. So I think in Morgan's mind, it's, all right, we fall back and find positions. And she's going to take her and Damien to continue to fall back and fall back with those two so that they can be a target and protect each other while she and Damien can fire into the combat.
So to be clear, your goal is to pull the whole group back and not engage. Or you want to set up an ambush?
I want to set up an ambush, but I want to pull everyone back so that we still have ways to backtrack and we don't get trapped in on their end by anyone.
So I think what you're looking at there then, according to the strategies that you're laying out and kind of the options that at least Vedris would present.
Yes.
Vedris' suggestion under this scenario that you would see would be, you can actually hide Solomon and the cannon. Don't want to say the judge.
Nick.
You can hide them in and amongst the shacks just behind where they're burning. Because then if the enemy has heat sensors, if they have any of the extensive vision capabilities, the two heavies are just standing against the wall with like a flaming cover for them. And you can pull back another 30 feet to the point where you could rush forwards to cover them or drag somebody out if you needed to, but you're far enough back that if you have to engage, you can shoot first and they can then kind of rush from the sides.
I think that's the perfect plan in her mind, because that's the plan that meets with her goals. Which obviously we fine to let the boys think that we're going to kill all these Xenos, but we literally don't know what's going on there, and we may just need to pull back and run at some point.
Fabulous.
Great, thank you.
Give your orders.
It'll be the cannon, Solomon, get back behind where the fire ends and ready ourselves to ambush. Damien, with me. And then she's going to pull him back further.
Yep.
Fabulous. You all hurry back and take your positions. The Cannon and Solomon, can you both roll me stealth with advantage?
Which for me is just stealth.
It is just stealth, but you're hiding yourself.
Because I normally take disadvantage on every stealth
Your armor
check.
does shine a lot of light. So
Clunk.
yeah, I'll give you a flat roll for you.
Would it help if I put on all my
Grok's armor?
Grok armor if I look like a big pile of dead Grok on the floor?
I mean, rules is written, no, but that is pretty funny. And the only reason I'm going to give this to you is
Because I begged.
There's fire.
Well, I mean, you begged, and then you argued against it, and now you're begging again. But I think what I would say about this is, because you are hiding in place, theoretically, with Morgan's help placing you, it's not a question of, are you going to make noise, because you aren't. No one would hear your armor. You're not trying to sneak past anyone. You're just trying to hold still in the shadows. When you lunge, there's going to be no more secrets. It's not like you have sneak attack and can use it. You're just your pile of Grok's leather. So yes, roll with advantage.
God bless.
I'm a nat 20.
Hey,
So does this mean like I find like some kind of like small power station, like, or a mailbox, like a pole, and I just like blend in like a
disappear
like that,
behind it?
Yeah, no, it's like that
Ooh.
scene in Alien, the first one, where the alien just blends in with like a pole or something.
Thank you for that advantage, because I did roll a natural 1, but then I rolled an 11.
An 11. Okay. So, Judge, what I'm going to say is you find a shack that has been built out of more metallic components, and it has one flank of it that has been missing. So it's got a storefront, it's got the poles holding it in place, but the side facing kind of out and away from where the flames are, it's open. So you can actually duck into it and attack out of the flames. You're burning around, so no one would ever suspect that you were there. There is no risk of you being spotted. There's also a slat built into the front of this that is moved slightly out of position, so you can watch perfectly what is happening outside. No one will expect you to be coming, and you are going to have full vision from where you are hiding, not having to worry about hiding within that.
So this is basically like Solid Snake inside of a locker.
100%.
Great. I'm doing a Xenogear, everybody. Not a Xenogear. Sorry. Doing a Xenogear.
keep it in.
I like Xenogear.
That's a
Xenos
separate
gear.
game.
It is, but
You're a Xenos hunt. You got it. You are the predator in this case.
Solid Snake is my favorite Xeno gear.
Xenogear, the Phantom Judge.
Yeah.
All right, so you are in position. Solomon, you've covered yourself in your leathers, and you've ducked down where you are to be able to do that. You said your roll was a 14?
11.
11, great. You got your 11, which is great. Morgan and Damien, how do you want to position yourselves? Again, you're amongst the many shacks. Do you want to climb on top of one? Do you want to stay in between the buildings? Do you want to go prone, leaning around the edge of something? Do you want to use like the storefront ledge to rest your rifle? What are your hiding strategies / positioning strategies?
I think Damon's going to take his cues from Morgan here. She has like tactical training, and he doesn't. And she's like you two hide in these flanks. Damien, you're with me, and so Damien is just with her. He's just gonna fall, he's just gonna be like a step behind you, and like, where are we going, boss? Just kind of like, yeah.
yeah, I think it's inside of one of the shacks or the storefronts, so that there's just a window that we could allege to rest the gun in, and then we can both be squatted down, so we can have a little more cover if stuff just breaks loose. So we have sight. We have a little bit of cover, and we will probably move after we attack first, but it's like just looking down the street from an angle.
Great. And are you positioned in exactly the same spot, or are you on opposite sides of the street?
No, we're keeping Damien with me, so
Okay.
we're out the same window.
Great. You and Damien find a rotted fruit stand. So it has that sweet smell of fruit, but all of it's overripe. It's clear that they were trading in extras and spoiled food from above.
Mm-hmm.
But it means you've got the perfect leverage of the counter to be able to see out. The walls are kind of wooden slats, which is a very strange thing to imagine very poor people doing
that's
for
bizarre.
you. That's unsettling,
Yeah.
definitely, Morgan, because wood is so tremendously expensive everywhere else in the galaxy. But here they're like, this one has a knot in it. Oh, whatever. Throw it in the
That's
sewer.
nuts, yeah.
And then they build that. But you are in position there. So can you roll me an advantage? Do you know what? I think I'm going to say with how far back you are, I can have you. I'll roll me stealth with advantage, but it'll only matter if they get within 30 feet. From further than that, the equivalent will be that you rolled a nat 20.
So 21.
14.
Okay. So I will say it is a 21 from outside 30 feet from you guys, and it's a 14 if they get within 30 feet from you guys.
Okay.
All right. Everyone is in position. I'm imagining you all would know to like sub-vocalize if anyone was closing in, so you'll have the ability to talk while people are moving down this thing. I do need you all to roll me initiative. It'll be at disadvantage for those who do not have advantage. So regular roll from Judge and Morgan, a disadvantage roll from Damien and Solomon.
So you only need to roll one.
Yeah.
Natural 1 for initiative, a total of 3,
Okay.
but a 1.
Natural 20.
God damn, Judge.
It's finally happening.
Here we go.
Fuck yeah.
Judge Squad, baby.
Well,
17.
I have a long way to go. I was level 47 on Turtle WoW, so
So right now, your order is Judge,
Sucks.
Morgan, Solomon, Damien. Is there any of that you want to change in terms of initiative?
I'm wondering, since I have a really
least
good
they
hiding
are-
spot, if
every time they restart the server, they
to be
open
able to maintain that
100
hiding
new
spot,
slots
giving,
for the beta
Damien
access.
here,
That would
a
be
little bit of a
Damien
boost.
is the first to be able to act when the ambush goes down. Does that feel right to the crew?
I think if the ambush goes perfectly, if everything works, you guys wanted to be the ones to go first, and then we're pincering them off when they turn around and leave, right?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Was that kind of the vibe? So if you two get the higher ones,
Great.
and the judge and I are sort of prepared at the
but-
back, does
That's great. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah. Okay. So
that make sense?
Great.
man.
So
Yeah.
Damien's up front, then Morgan, then Solomon, and last, from his perfect hiding space, is the judge. Fantastic.
This fucking shit.
You all take up position. Due to the fire being there, and also just it's theater of the mind, and we don't want to track vision bands, I'm going to say that you all have approximately the same vision. From where your ambushers are, you can see about 60 feet out from there, and then Damien and Morgan, you are 30 feet back from the ambush position at the edge of this kind of fire. So our total visible battle map before it hits fog of war is about 90 feet from where you are at the back to where things are moving forwards. You are all looking out, except for Solomon, who's forced to just hide because he doesn't have a perfect hiding space. But you are looking down this pathway when you see 3 figures stumble forwards out of the dark. 3 Imperial citizens. You're seeing humans staggering forwards, still in torn clothes, but they are beaten, they are bloody. Can you all roll me a perception? 8. Judge, you have advantage because you're the closest.
Thank you.
So we have an 8.
9.
9.
16.
16.
Okay,
Judge,
so
you can see that they are wearing
I
blinking
need to
collars.
do that.
They're
First,
fine. They're tiny, but they are around their necks.
so I can make the
These
XP count
people are
again.
staggering forwards, and you hear
It's always
the
handy
first
to
one
have.
of them
These are explosives.
just say, Drakari are better than humans. We're an inferior species. And the one in the center says, I hate the Emperor. I want to piss on his face. And the furthest one to the right as you're looking at the row goes, nah, fuck this. And there's a small boom and their neck shatters and their head topples off and their body falls down. First person goes, Drakari are definitely better. Yeah, I'll piss all over that Emperor. And these 2 remaining human figures are walking forwards. One openly blaspheming
100%
loudly.
permanent
I mean,
XP
both of them doing it just
outside
in
storming.
different ways as they make their way forwards from the tunnel. So they appear, they're just walking as you see them moving closer and
That is
closer
pretty
to
handy,
the
I would say.
point as they clear these 60 feet. Solomon, you are hearing these blasphemies, somebody cursing the Emperor, saying they would pee and defecate upon him and do other grotesque things. Judge, you're aware that the collars are in play. 3 of you have seen what these collars do. These figures keep advancing. Is there any point where you would make a move, or are you just letting this play out?
Morgan is holding. This is trying to scare us out or something. No, we're waiting for enemies.
Fabulous. Those human figures keep walking forwards until they cross that kind of fire threshold where the beginning of the ambush would take place, and they keep moving. And that, oh wait, I need to check. Did they spot Solomon? Neither of them spot Solomon. He's too well hidden.
Perfect disguise.
Behind them, 60 feet back as they cross this fire barrier, you see a massive bladed prow break forth from the darkness. Behind these people is a large Drakari pirate ship bladed-esque anti-grav conveyance that is floating forward silently, shadowing these people by 60 feet. On it, you see 12 Drakari Kabalite warriors. These are armed and armored figures riding on the deck of this anti-grav vehicle, all of them standing unnaturally tall, unnaturally thin. They're taunting. They are speaking to each other in sibilant hisses that you can't make out where you are, but you can see their helmets turning as they look at each other. There are no faces exposed. You're not seeing the same playful level of skin exposed elsewhere. Each of them is swaggering. Like there's an element of cruelty even to the way they move, and you're seeing in their hands these long, thin rifles with like bulbous aspects towards where their hands meet, but they all end in wicked blades. Then you see that they are watching as these people move forwards. There is one large cannon at the front of this conveyance with one of the Drakari manning it, just watching along this tunnel as they advance forwards. It moves at the exact same pace as the people. The people advance past the flame point and begin moving towards your position, Morgan and Damien. Let me know if there's a point where you would stop them.
Yeah.
I will start rolling for them soon as they cross that 30-foot barrier and begin moving into your space. They're still walking forward. So I'm going, the Emperor, he's a big old coward, and he stinks, and I hate him. And the other is walking along going, they're so much better. They look better than us. They fight better. We're doomed to lose. Humanity is doomed. The Drukhari are superior. They just keep staggering. You realize they have no shoes. They've been beaten up, like they're clearly like sliced up, have been tortured, are walking forwards. Do they spot you? The one who's busy cursing the Emperor does not spot your position, but the other one does. The one who's been mentioning the Drukhari. And they just say, the Drukhari are superior, and they see you, Morgan, with your rifle, and they see Damien next to you. And they have a moment where they take a breath and they think for a brief second. And you see this person looking at you as they are 10 feet from your position. They say, I am so sorry. I just want to live.
I cast Voice of the Damned, and in a low voice that I hope, Damien hopes only, people in this proximity can hear. We'll just say one word instruction, flee. And this person needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. What's the DC?
It's a 14 wisdom save DC.
It's a 14. With the 18 they roll, they have seen such horrors, such nightmarish horrors behind them that you do not effectively take control of their mind. But let's see this perils
Speaking
result.
of horrors, we're good.
You're good. Morgan, I will give you one bonus surprise action before we shift into combat order if you want to do something before this person acts. We have not entered combat yet. You're the only person who is aware that they have tried to do something. You've heard Damien speak. They froze for a moment, and then they've recovered themselves. They did not flee.
I just feel like I don't think we can fight 12 Drukhari, is what Morgan thinks. Morgan has seen Drukhari in action. Obviously, we fought some of these other ones with lighter armor that were scouting.
But they are specialist troops who would also be much hardier than the average Kabalite warrior. You've done some studying.
Okay.
So it's important for you to note that, like, the jet bikes, the melee riders, they have a bunch of additional tools in their toolkit. The Hellions themselves are probably stimmed to the gills. One of your warriors is probably superior, I would say, because you are the degree of thrown agents of the Inquisition that you are. A single Kabalite would not be able to stand against you. These are also raiders who kind of move forward as they will.
I would have opinion these were stronger than the ones we fought already.
Correct. They're essentially the specialty troops that you're aware of. Like if you're battling mandrakes and you saw 12 of them show up that pop in and out of the warp, screwed. 12 incubi, not even a chance. Like there are some warriors where you're like, oh, toe-to-toe with our group, 2 of them might be a problem. Regular Kabalites plus your position, it's possible. It could go the other way. It's a lot of gunfire at the same time if they decide to open up. But these are not as hardy, as hale, as stim cocktail as otherwise. They're clearly here for a coastal ambush. They're expecting you to either get mad and shoot these people because you're servants of the Imperium and they're blaspheming, or they'll just shoot you with the giant gun on their boat and then open up from where they are.
Yeah. All right. So the second option we have is to fucking run, but we have to run the opposite way now because they're between us and the exit and there's lots of gunfire.
So to be clear, the 2 people have been walking towards you from the ambush. So the 2 people are 10 feet from you.
Yeah.
And the boat is 60 feet behind them.
Okay.
So they've been walking towards you this whole time and the boat has been following behind them. So right now the boat is 70 feet from you. The boat is 40 feet from the judge and Solomon.
Okay. So it's not between us yet.
No.
All right. Man, this could get into a shit show really fast. I think that if I have a moment to act, I think it's subdermally just we've been made. And then Morgan is going to try to take a shot at whoever is manning the big gun on that ship.
Okay. Take your shot at the big gun.
All right. And obviously, if it's first round of combat, I get advantage versus any creature that hasn't yet taken a turn.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Okay.
I'm aware D&D 2024 doesn't rules as written allow surprise rounds, but we're doing one in this case because I like them.
Oh, and I probably miss, so we might be running. It's a 13 to hit.
It's a 13 to hit. You take your shot just as things are made, but the figure stopped and had looked at you and had raised a hand, and they pop. And so does the person next to them. They both explode violently, this double explosion, which just hits you enough that it throws your aim off, and your last bolt shoots past the heavy gunner and past this ship as combat begins. At the top of the order, Damien. The enemy is 70 feet away.
Yeah.
40 feet past your compatriots who are prepared for an ambush. They've not been drawn into the ambush point yet, but they are aware that you are here, and they theoretically will start trying to make your position and return fire.
Yeah. Range is very important here. A lot of my stuff caps at 60, which is just too bad, you know?
I mean, if you want to combine your movement with an attempt to get closer without leaving the shacks, I would accept an athletics roll for you to like shoulder through a few flimsy walls and still maintain cover for yourself while getting within 60 feet.
I'll take you up on that.
Great. Roll me either. I think, it's got to be athletics because you got to break through shit.
Yeah. Okay. Athletics is +0. So that's a 19 athletics.
19, you managed to kind of get up and shoulder your way through 3 walls. You still have cover within a shack, but you are within range to be able to attack.
Yeah. Damien will kind of like spring up from the crouch. He had the light crossbow in his hands because it's like the weapon he's most familiar with and has the best kind of range. But he just like drops that, kind of springs from his position. We'll say to Morgan, like, get going. I'm right behind you. And he'll like just shoulder like through these weak, flimsy walls, move ahead. And he will, this feels pretty crucial. He's going to bust out one of his 2 spends on innate sorcery. And so the eyes begin to glow. The flaming horns flicker up from his forehead, just like through the hat. Not like burning anything or anything like that, but it's like they are present now. And he will cast Warpfire Sphere at maximum range, 60 feet. He's going to create a 5-foot diameter ball of warp fire aboard the ship if he can.
Yep, you can.
If the ship is a creature, it doesn't work that way.
Ship is not a creature. Ship is a transport.
Okay, aboard the transport.
It has a walking deck to allow them to jump off really easily, so this is an ideal place to put a ball of fire.
Yeah, so that it's 5 feet. I think at maximum range kind of thing, he's just like, he doesn't have a lot of like finesse for where he puts it, but just 60 feet out aboard the ship, wherever that may be. A 5-foot ball of warp fire. It lasts for the duration. This is a concentration. I haven't done too much concentration yet, but this is going to last up to a minute, or as long as I can concentrate. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere makes a Dex saving throw, taking 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much. So the rules as written on the card are that the creature has to end its turn within.
Yeah, it'll still count for the time that it appears, because that just makes sense to me. You can't, it's like, did you end close to it? And it's like, well, they fucking started with it on them. So yeah, no, that'll hit. Are you aiming anywhere particular on this deck? Like, are you aiming for the gun at the front knowing you'll catch fewer Drukhari, or are you aiming for the center knowing you can catch the most troops?
I think, see, I didn't even think he had that kind of
You've got
options.
the ability to see, you can see the flame, so your ability is to pop it up, because then it's a question of like, is it 10 feet, is it a little closer, or is it a little further back on the deck of the ship? You
did specifically say we're falling back, right, Morgan?
I just said we're made.
We're made. Okay, all right. So, he said like, get out of here, you wouldn't have to listen to that. I'm right behind you. Damien's making some assumptions. Okay, then... he has moved. Yeah, and he tells you to get going because we're made. He's not going to target the gun. The gun can target the shack we were in as far as he's concerned. And he's going to try and burn down as many Xenos as he can.
Love it. Okay, what's the DC on the save?
He is using innate sorcery, so it gets a little +1. It is 15 Dex save.
15 Dex save. Damn. That's 1 failure. Oh, we're going to have to do this a couple of times. 1 failure. That is 2 failure, 3 failure, 4 failure, and then a nat 1. So I'm going to say that all 6 fail. I'll get rid of the success because the one guy knocks the other guy over as these Kabalites lose their composure. You've caught 6 Kabalite warriors with this sphere appearance.
All right. 2d6 warp fire damage, a 3 and a 2. I mean, I'm burning through a lot of resources here. We need to like maximize this. So we're going to spend number 2 of my 3 sorcery points for an empowered spell, and I'm going to re-roll both of these D6s.
Makes sense.
Come on.
Okay, a little more. A 6 and a 2 for 8 fire damage.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
And I am concentrating.
This flaming warp sphere appears in the central deck, setting several Kabalite warriors alight. You hear keening and shrieking at a higher pitch than any human could create, and also at a more beautiful and mellifluous pitch. And you hear the other Kabalite warriors laughing.
Excellent. Because as a bonus action, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet. So let's see how fucking funny it is.
As you roll it forwards across the deck? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Are you moving towards the front gun or towards the back section of the ship?
It's towards the back section where I
driver,
think there's
yeah.
more laughing, where the laughing is, I think.
The laughing, yeah, they're laughing from all around, but there is more behind them. Okay. Well, shit.
DC 15 deck saves.
1 success, 2 successes, and a failure.
Okay. The failure takes full 2d6 damage. The successes will take half. 4 and a 3 for 7.
Nice. Damn. Burn.
We're going to burn it down. And in case it's worth tracking, and I hope it is, flammable objects that aren't being worn or carried start burning if touched by the sphere. It sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. So if this ship starts to catch fire or take any kind of...
The ship itself is metallic and would not, but several of the sails have been made out of flayed and treated human skin, so
lovely.
those start to catch fire. So you're looking at this bladed Drukhari anti-grav transport ship with its large kind of pointed triangular sails, only the sails are starting to burn up above where the Drukhari are in position.
Okay.
Well, fuck me.
Holy
These
that's
two
an
carriers
ambush.
are fucked.
Holy shit, Tyler.
no.
Morgan.
Drew carries. I want to make sure we caught that. These Drew carries are fucked. Thank you very much, Guy Bradford.
Yeah.
Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland rocks.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Yep.
Warp fire has burst out across this Drukhari transport. It has caught several Kabalite warriors on fire or burnt as it is happening. You've been made. What do you do?
Morgan was poised to move, and then it was like Damien ran in, told her that she could leave. But as soon as she saw all of those Drukhari on fire, because she's sighting down this rifle, and there's more light, everything like that, she's doing a slow breath out, aiming at that same target, the Kabalite warrior on the big lance at the front, trying to take him out.
All righty.
Oh, sweet God. Okay, that's a little better. That's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, and I'll hit the sneaky attacky.
I am honored.
Not great, but something. 7 plus 4 for 11 damage.
11 damage. Very nice. The heavy gunner is shot through the helmet, through the eye lens, and dies.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Damn.
Holy fucking shit.
Is that the
into
cannon
it.
guy?
That is the
Yeah,
cannon guy.
a
So the
big
heavy
gun.
gunner has been eliminated
get
at the
that
front
out
of
of
this.
there.
A single last bolt through the head of the heavy gunner.
Yep. That's it. That's my whole everything. I can't move. I can't. That's
That's right. That's
Because I
the
aimed.
cost
Yep.
of that. Oh, wow. That was a gamble.
Yep.
Staying put where
Staying
you're being
put.
made.
Correct.
Yep. All right. So some of the Drukhari begin to act. Okay. One of them dashes forwards to take up the heavy gun. But they need to see if they can spot where you are. They have advantage for their roll, but your stealth, because they are far enough away, is a 21. With a nat 20, they spot you, so they know roughly where the position is. They turn this splinter cannon towards your position, and they will open fire on you.
well, I tried.
You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
You have cover.
Yes.
3/4 cover because you were ducked down and you were hidden, which means we add 5 to your AC. So what is
Okay.
your AC currently?
It's 16 currently.
16 currently. Okay, they get 3 shots out of this cannon towards your position. For all of you kind of witnessing this or hearing this happen, you're not hearing what you would expect. You're used to the boom of ammunition as this is happening. But this is silent, wickering splinter fire. It's like you're hearing like dozens, if not hundreds, of small shuriken just flitting through the sky, only at the speed of a machine gun firing off of a vehicle as they begin to pepper the wood and other things around you. That's a nat 1.
Okay.
That is 14, which will not hit. And it's an 18 to hit.
Thank fuck. These boards. This wood. The wood's so good. Shurikens of wood. They don't get through.
That's the challenge. They're punching through the wood around you. What I would say is for flavor purposes, not for mechanical purposes. It's like you take your shot, you see someone step up to the gun, and you just hit the dirt. And we just have that image of Morgan with the firelight coming through the outside, just your hands over your head as shurikens and wickering bladed barbs spray through the whole space around you, just shredding your shack and the 2 shacks next to it, but you manage to not get hit and are able to retake your position as 2 more Drukhari. Yeah, these guys have a bad day. He's going to hold the gun. 2 more Drukhari are going to jump off of the boat where they're seeing these flaming spheres, and they are going to move forwards and open fire on your position. So they're both going to move 30 feet forwards from where they are, which puts them 10 feet from our ambushers because they are both advancing forwards. One of them is going to fire at... actually, he needs to see if he can see Damien. He can't see Damien. Can the other? The other cannot see Damien. So good for Damien, bad for you, Morgan, as they have an idea of where that fire has been taking place. So they are also going to open fire on you where you are positioned. The double 8s means they come to a grand total of 12. So more fire just pours around you as you manage to duck down again, staying hidden within these shacks. It's as much the darkness and the lack of surety of your exact position that's protecting you as physical shacks.
They're just firing into this whole shack.
Absolutely. You manage to dodge and escape that. The next group of Drukhari, they are heavily injured. They are also going to get the fuck off this boat because it's a really bad time up here with the fireballs. They're going to advance forwards as well, joining the others and opening fire on your position because as far as they know,
I'm the only
they've got
person
like
here.
one person who's around the play, unless any of them can spot Damien. One does 2 spot Damien. So 2 of them are going to open fire on you. 2 of them are going to fire on Damien. You both have the same degree of cover from where they are firing from. The 2 towards Damien. That's a 6 and a 14.
Nope.
Which is a no-go. 1 will manage to hit you this time, Morgan, with a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That will do 6 piercing damage. As you get caught up with some of these barbs that punch through the walls of the shack and manage to kind of wing you. You just get peppered like up not quite the shoulder, but kind of across a pectoral and an arm as you just take a series of kind of 3 little blades.
Right. And now Morgan is literally bloodied.
Okay.
Where are those cats I need to kill?
The shots she took earlier and the shots on her shoulder, it's just like and staying down. Yeah.
That one maybe?
Yep. So you are there. You are hiding and you are staying down. Up next is Solomon. You've been wearing your leathers. 6 Xenos have been firing on your interrogator, your captain. You've seen them kill multiple Imperial citizens, some of them blasphemers, so it may have been a net gain. But they are a whole, I think, 10, 60. They're like 10 feet from you. They were about 40 feet from your position. They are now 10 feet from you in the line.
Solomon would hear Morgan say, "We've been made," but that wasn't like the go phrase yet. So he's sub-vocalizing, no, like waiting, like he's just waiting for any command to go.
I'm injured. Go fight.
Yeah, and just the leathers come off, and just face the emperor, and just massive swing, ready to go.
All right,
Whoever's
you
closest,
race
first
out of
one.
the fire towards the closest Drukhari. You can see the closest one is uninjured. You can see there is like an uninjured. There are 2 uninjured ones that are closest to you, Solomon, and then there are 4 that are injured that lead almost in a line towards the judge's side of the street.
Perfect. He's just whoever is closest. He's not looking. It's just first guy up. You're mine.
Fabulous.
Perfect.
Come on.
A 17 to hit.
17 will definitely hit.
Hell
I
yeah.
like that. He's back. His legs feel better. That is 14 damage.
14 damage. You strike down this Drukhari with one mighty cleaving blow. The Kabalite warrior falls in 2 pieces as the Emperor's champion joins the fight.
He whoever's the next closest Drukhari, he just points at him like just straight across. You, come here.
Yeah.
That Drukhari turns to face you, sheathing their rifle across their back and drawing forth a wickedly curved blade.
Let's go. Next up.
But up next, actually, is a certain judge.
I'm looking through the locker. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
What I'm seeing.
Okay, so Brother Solomon is pincering from the other side of the
Yes,
street.
he's
I'm
charged
coming
down.
up from the. Okay, what am I seeing though now with the who are the nearest enemies to me?
So the nearest enemies to you, there is a line of 6 Drukhari Kabalite warriors.
It
across
seems
the
like
street
we're
that are
not
sort of
going to
fire
restart the
lines
server
advancing
anymore
pouring
today,
fire
so
towards
no more
Damien's position.
extra slots
From
for the
your
beta.
position, you're seeing they are 10 feet from you. They haven't reached you yet. They're 10 feet more towards the boat. There are 4 injured Kabalite warriors who have all been burnt by Damien's flame. There's 1 untouched Kabalite warrior who is turning to engage with Solomon, and there's a dead Kabalite warrior. Behind them, 30 feet back, is the flaming warp sphere that is torturing their boat, and you are seeing 5 more warriors on the floating kind of travel transport behind.
Okay, so if I were to spring out, I'm not catching them from behind. There's still some more
Correct.
back there. Okay. I'm assessing whether I should do a cleanup of the ones that are injured and just take them down, or if I should injure the new guys, the ones that are ambulatory, and disadvantage them. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to spring out to the uninjured ones that I see closest to me.
So the uninjured one is the one pulling the sword, ready to face off with Solomon. You're going for that one. I love it.
Yeah. So I'm coming from behind. And I'm like, toasty. I don't say that. I
Nope.
think it.
Leave it in.
Yeah. So cold demeanor, saying nothing. I'm just going to bump him on the noggin.
Fantastic. Roll me your shock maul attack. You will have advantage because he is currently ready to engage with Solomon.
Love it. I love it. It's a dirty 20.
That will hit. Roll your
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
Another tra-la-la.
Yeah, you got it.
That's 8 bludgeoning, and it also gives him disadvantage on the next turn.
8 bludgeoning and disadvantage. Just a brutal electrocution combined with a brutal shock maul hit. And you do have Blood Ball.
Yeah, don't forget Blood Ball.
Never.
Blood Ball's hungry for blood. So
Is he made of blood or is he hungry for blood?
loading him up in the cannon and shooting him.
Oh, here we have
all I
some
do.
of the things in here.
He knows what's next. He's going to.
Which one is he attacking? The one you're currently battling?
Yeah, it's probably good just to take this
Put him
guy
down.
out.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
Roll Blood Ball's attack. It's a d20. You'll be adding +2 for his ability to hit. He will have advantage, though, because this fucking Drukhari is getting beat by 3 different Imperial heroes.
Oh, great. That's wonderful. +2. Yeah, that is 18.
18 will definitely hit. Roll your damage.
I always forget. For him, he is 1d6. Oh, fuck me. Sorry. Jesus.
It's a damage roll.
I know. That is a 2 piercing.
And with 2 points of damage, Solomon, you see this Drukhari turn to you, prepared to duel, drawing its blade. And that's when you see an arbitrator just storm out in his improvised mercenary armor, hammer this Drukhari in the spine with a shock maul, making it lean back as electricity courses through its body. And Bloodball, the cyber mastiff, charges forward, leaps into the air with its chain blade jaws revving, closes them around the Drukhari's neck, yanks down, and the head is separated from the body as you two Imperial heroes are sprayed with the blood of the Xenos in an ambush against the Drukhari Kabalite warriors underground. And that's when the rest of the Drukhari on the ship get involved.
This episode of Agents of the Inquisition features the voices of Del Boyle, Guy Bradford, Josh Halbert, and Tyler Hewitt, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Agents of the Inquisition's artwork was created by Del Borovic. Our theme song is The Hordes by Megan McDuffie, and our ad breaks use the track
So
No Control and
so
Peace
it's
by
31
Jazz,
now.
whose music was provided by Free Music.
Stream.
You were all engaged in an ambush against Drukhari Kabalite warriors that have arrived on an anti-grav transport that is currently on fire. All of its skin flags and wings are burning due to the warp fire summoning of Damien. Morgan has been peppered by fire but managed to use the cover available to keep herself alive, while Solomon and the Cannon, along with Bloodball, are currently battling Kabalite warriors on foot that have left the transport, though a small group have been left behind. The Kabalite warriors, though, are responding. Now, Tyler, you clarified something with me over the break, though, regarding your rules. Can you explain what we overlooked?
Yeah. Activating innate sorcery, the eyes, the horns, increasing my DC saves for spells, and giving me advantage on spell attacks. That requires a bonus action. On one turn, I used a bonus action to do that. I cast Warp Fire Sphere, and then I used a bonus action again to move it, and you can't do that. So I wanted to let you know, and we could figure out a way to make up for that or address that.
All right, roll me a d6. 4, 5, 6, it'll be something that's probably easier for you, and a 1, 2, 3 will be something that might be tougher for the party.
Sure. 3.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
Cool.
All right. The battle continues.
Everybody ships their pants.
It turns out, shockingly, as you see this figure backflip forwards to the front of the vehicle, that you are not just facing a squad of Kabalite warriors. They clearly have a Cyberite with them, a commanding officer, a sergeant of the Astra Militarum equivalent. The only person I think would know that specific term is Del in universe. But for the rest of you, you see that there is a more decorated warrior with a slightly more elaborate suit of armor, a whip at their hip, and they backflip over the warp fire and towards the front of this vehicle, managing to escape damage. The other 3 back there, though, are still touching within 5 feet of that flame. Or they have to end their turn there or begin their turn?
It says creatures that end their turn there.
Fabulous, and they're getting the hell out of there. They're just the other 3 are backflipping off of this vehicle and advancing forwards to join the combat in general. The Cyberite backflips over everything, lands at the front of this vehicle, shoulders aside the Drukhari that is there, and takes up the heavy gun for itself. It is going to turn it onto the heroic warriors that seem much tougher than a random person shooting a gun in the distance, and fire at Solomon and the judge. It's going to spray fire over both of you, so we're going to see what happens. Against Solomon, there are going to be 3 attacks. We get a 7, a 17,
Nice.
and another 7, so Solomon, the wickering rounds just spray and bounce off of the Oromite around you. They just cannot penetrate your armor as it spins towards the judge. That is a 19 to hit.
I have my shield.
You do have your shield.
Does that meet it, beat it?
Yeah.
It's 19.
Meets it, beats it. So it will hit with the 19. It hits a 22. And it has a dirty 20.
Damn, baby boy.
So you will suffer
Death!
You will suffer full
5
stop.
damage. 7 damage from the second round.
12.
Just
Thank
12.
you, Dad.
And 7. That will be another 12 damage, taking you to 24 total as you are pummeled by these whickering rounds.
Before that last one
Oh, yeah?
peppers you in,
Oh, thank you.
Solomon's sword like stamps into the ground in front of you and absorbs some of those. So what was the last one? 12?
12.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 5 of those don't go through.
Okay, so instead of 12, that last one will do 7 points of damage.
Okay. 5.
5, 7, and 7.
Yeah, I'm 5.
Yeah.
Okay, extremely bloodied.
What was that?
But 3 more Drukhari are also firing into this combat. I'm going to give 1 to Solomon, 1 to the judge, and 1 to Bloodball that has seen sever a head. So that is against Solomon. That will be a dirty 20.
Shit.
Okay, you will take 6 piercing damage as you are hit with Whickering Gunfire. Towards the judge, that will miss. And towards Bloodball, that will hit. Bloodball will suffer 6 piercing damage. Man, they're rolling well. 6 piercing damage to Bloodball from splinter rifle fire from the Drukhari.
5 HP.
Oh, Tyler.
Sorry, buddy.
Bloodball has 5 HP left.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was thinking.
How can a robot be bloodied? It's possible. That is the Drukhari turn. We come back to the top of combat. Damien.
Oh, Damien.
Hell of a time. You know, the latter half of that turn order is a real
Real kick.
Son of a bitch.
yeah, it's a real organ grinder.
In terms of moving your ball of flame, should you so wish to, I will say with a bonus action, you're able to move it to hit the front gunnery position, or you're able to roll it off of the vehicle to hit the 3 people who'd gotten off.
I think the plan is to hit it at the front gunnery position.
Fabulous.
And when it hits something, they need to make a dex save.
Fabulous.
DC 15 dex save.
The Cyberite would normally fail, but it's going to use an ability to redirect that failure onto the Drukhari next to it by kicking him onto the ball of fire.
Beautiful.
So that Drukhari will take the damage. What do you got?
2d6 fire damage. So that is 6 fire damage.
The Cabalite warrior that is kicked onto the fireball burns to death and is eliminated from the combat.
Okay. I'm leaving the fireball there, though, so that fella at the gun has to make a choice because
Correct.
Yeah,
At the start of his next turn, it will be stay with this gun or escape immolation.
and
That's just a bonus action.
Yeah, that leaves me with an action. I'm still concentrating on the ball of fire, and it's clearly very tactically important. Although I don't know how aware of that Damien is. He's just trying to paradoxically put out fires with fire. The 2 melee friends, Solomon and the cannon, are no longer facing anyone down.
There are 4 Cabalites that are not engaged with them at this moment, but the firing line has had one end of it switched, and they are turning to be faced down by these warriors. And you are seeing a group of 3 warriors that have hopped off of the transport that are making their way towards combat, but they are firing clearly ready to let their friends sell their lives up close against Damien and the judge. And the cannon, and just firing into the combat, heedless of who they might hit.
And I took some fire into my shack. Like, it's clear some of them know where I am, but I didn't take any hits directly. I think Damien knows his worth in this fight and knows that he needs to keep that fireball going, and so he will take the hide action as his action and attempt to stealthily move to another shack. So it's like his last known position is Shack A, and he's trying to get away from there so that if they need to keep firing, they're no longer hitting where he actually is.
Fabulous. Roll me a stealth with advantage.
Okay.
They are, one might say, distracted.
That's a 12.
12. Okay, anyone who wants to look for you will have to find that, though there are clearly other distractions occurring in this scene.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I think moving stealthily is half movement, so I want to move 15 feet to another shack.
Great. Do you want to move towards the combat, or do you want to move back past Morgan?
I did get the comms message right of I'm
injured.
I'm injured, so he'll double back, I think.
Okay.
Knowing though that place is getting chewed up, it'll be like he will.
Well, it's like you move through one shack to get to the. You're like 2 shacks from Morgan, so you could go back to the shack
he's
neighboring
gonna like go
Morgan's.
one back and like to like visually like check on her and see how she's doing and be like, come on.
Yes, you do that. Up next, Morgan.
Yep, Morgan will see Damien come back through, and I will use my movement to also move. I'd like to go down towards where Damien is, but if I could go up into a shack or up into an overlook position, and then I would like to use my cunning action to hide so that I can be hidden and then try to take another shot at the gunner.
Okay, so you are going to Damien's shack, up to the roof.
Yeah.
You're hiding, and you're shooting into combat again.
Yes.
I love this. Roll me your stealth for your new hide.
Great. Not great. It's a 14.
14 for stealth. Okay.
But I definitely want to just stay. I need to stay in cover. That's the only thing keeping me from getting
For
killed.
you to be up top, it would not provide as much cover as you would have elsewhere, but you are prone, and someone shooting at a prone figure will have disadvantage.
Great.
Because you're a smaller target laying down than you would be standing up or kneeling.
That's great. And then I would, best I can, to shoot at the Cyberite warrior.
Great. You're going to take your shot at the Cyberite, the commander of this squad of Kabalite warriors. Take your shot.
Do I get advantage because I'm hiding? How does that work? As far as...
No, because you not being seen by them doesn't give you a better advantage at your ability to shoot them. This is combat, so they're aware that targets are engaged.
Great. I want to use a luck point then to get advantage on this.
Fabulous.
To try and take out this big guy. Okay. That's a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And because I gave myself advantage, I get the sneak attack. Please murder this man.
Combo.
6, 7, 8, plus 4 for 12 damage. Headshot attempted.
Get him.
You punch a brutal hole through the torso of this Drukhari warrior, just punching through where a human heart would be. The figure is still standing, but you see blood spray across the console, and it's lost a lot of its confidence and decadent movement. It's still up, but it's definitely bloodied close to death's door.
Okay. Stay in that fireball, little buddy. Stay in that fireball. You're doing super.
All right. Up next, we have some Kabalite warriors. 2 of the ones in the street are going to turn and fire on, I'm going to say 1 each. One is going to fire on you, Solomon. It will miss. One is going to fire at the judge. That is a 17 plus 4 for a 21.
Oh, come on.
Fudgy.
Let's put a D4. It will do 5 points of damage to you, piercing damage.
I'm down.
The judge collapses as 2 more Kabalites charge into close combat, drawing blades with you, Solomon. They will strike. One is a 19 to hit, and the other is a 23.
Is ruthless. He has so many enemies sometimes.
They are
Doink,
coming
doink.
in with... They will do... one of them coming in with a blade, but is very hesitant to engage with you, will do 4 points of damage.
Love that.
The other will do 6 points of damage.
Okay. All right. He is not looking great, but he is chilling.
Those are the 4 Drukhari who are engaged in this combat, which means, Solomon, you stand battling 2 Drukhari. The judge has collapsed next to you. The cannon is fallen. What do you do?
That last blade finds its way through a spot in his armor that sinks in a way, and he looks and he sees the judge has fallen, and he coughs up just a little bit of blood and just wipes his face, cleaves the blood off, and just picks it, wordlessly picks up the sword and is just going to rain it down. This is last stand.
Great.
He's ready to go. He'll take 1 foot and step over the judge's body. If you want him, come and claim him. On to the next. And he hits with that's a 19.
That will hit.
Excellent. So he's going to do some things. So as he wordlessly swings this thing through, anyone people around him can see he just a part of the tunnel has broken off, and a tube of light bathes Solomon, and he's calling in the light of the Emperor to help him. So he gets his 2d6 +6 on this dude, and he also gets an extra 2d8 damage to assist him from that. So he's going to overkill, hopefully, this dude, and he's also going to try and do a couple of other fun things. So he's going to blow this crazy business up. So 15, 19, so he does 21 damage to this guy.
Jesus
Holy
fuck.
shit.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
So like a radiant explosion of the Emperor's light pours out of him.
What
And
other fun stuff do you
so
want to do? There's
as
some
that-
Calvin Ball I want to do here,
Yes.
but I want to hear what your pitch is.
As that happens, he is also going to use his final channel divinity of the day. So and he has something called Inspiring Smite. So immediately after you cast Light of the Emperor, you can expend 1 use of channel divinity and distribute 2d8.3 temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet. And he's going to try and pump some of that into himself and the judge.
Okay. The judge's HP is at 0. Rules as written say that temporary hit points do not wake people up.
Okay.
It stacks on top of things. However, I really like what you just did. So I have a devil's bargain for
I
you.
don't like those.
I know.
Those are my least favorite.
I would allow you to either return the judge to 1 hit point plus whatever temp hit points you want to give him. So one of them becomes an HP, so he wakes up and he has those hit points and is active, and he will be the next to act in combat. Or your excess damage, because it is such overkill and you are kind of battling a mob, will kill all 4 Kabalite warriors that are in combat with you now. Do you punish the Emperor's enemies, or do you save the judge from danger?
Ooh. That is captivating. I I don't like that. Damn.
Hello.
Can the ghost of the judge?
I will say the ghost of the judge, as you consider
Yeah.
this, Solomon, as combat slows around you, think for a moment, you hear the voice of the judge in
People
your
are so
ear say
afraid.
3 sentences. Judge, you get 3 sentences in the voice of the judge.
Should I do this the modulated voice?
He would hear it in his head because it's the
judge.
spiritual
The
experience, the
judge.
judge's own voice.
His feels.
I'm wearing the mask in your dreams.
That's his first sentence. He wastes it and explain his voice.
Justice before people.
That's 1. Or
It has
Is that
3
all?
periods.
Just
It
period.
was justice
Yeah.
period,
4.
4 period, people period. That's what you
No,
get.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So yeah, Solomon would take 1 step. He's straddling sort of the judge's body, and the sword comes down, and what would be
Ooh, another
like a
bag.
sort of benevolent, healing, inspiring
Awesome.
energy manifests and just goes right into the blade of the sword and just spreads out like a crescent and just cuts 4 Drukhari down. And Solomon just is like standing there with the sword like horizontal, and he's got blood like pouring down his face, and he'll look to like the next closest Drukhari and just point again and be like, yeah. And he's just ready. He's on to the next one.
All right.
Fuck. Holy fuck.
Dungeon Master,
Yes.
is Blood Ball still in play?
Blood Ball is still in play.
Well, Blood Ball and I have been together for years.
I love it so
400, but yes.
We get that clear?
I love it so much.
Intentionally muffled number.
Buttering him up.
It's not the first time the judge has been downed. This is his accountability buddy. I'm thinking that while he can't provide, what are those salts that you use when somebody's
Like
been
smelling
down?
salts?
Smelling salts. I have a mask. However, I am able to have commands issued between the two of us, within our minds occasionally.
I mean, no, but okay.
I don't. Okay, that's fine. No, but no, okay. So fast.
No, I know you've never
No,
been able to
inside my mind. Sorry, inside my helmet, I would think he'd be able to make some kind of binaric screech.
Oh, absolutely not. But I have a pitch for you that's related to this. I think that. Okay, sorry. But I have two pitches based on what you're saying, though, because I think there's an element of truth to what you have here, which is you would have pre-programmed Rex 2 to carry out one of two actions while you were in combat. And this is something where you can also look at the stats, because the stats are not
level
great.
up.
Rex 2
another bag.
could be programmed to try to essentially shock you awake using some of its own internal systems, which would be a medicine check at +1, because Rex 2 is not very good at this. Or Rex 2 could have been programmed by you to essentially drag you out of combat to the closest commander and or medic. Would you have programmed Rex 2 to attempt to shock you knowing that the odds are low, or to bring you to someone on the team or whoever else was like the second in command to like get you out of combat to whoever could do that? Because the idea you had was great. You're unconscious. You don't have the ability to do that. But I do believe, especially over like any Arbites Cybermastiff, would have the arbitrator goes down program.
Well, I would love it to have been programmed with drag me to safety. I did not have a lot of safety on the planet I was on.
That makes sense.
So this hound would sacrifice itself potentially to
shock you
alive.
awake. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let me just double check what role that needs to be. I want to.
God.
If you want to stabilize a dying character,
Thank
you had
you.
it here. DC 10 Wisdom Medicine check to stabilize a creature.
Fabulous. It'll be a DC 10 check. You need to roll a 9 or higher on a D20
No.
for your character to be stabilized.
Ever so
Stabilized
slightly
does
in your
not
favor.
mean that you like wake up with 1 HP, but it does mean that you will not. I will not be rolling death saving throws for you.
13.
13 through a shock and the chain blades revving to silent and clamping down on a wound that involves an artery and just holding in position. Rex 2 is currently keeping you alive and safe until help can arrive. There will be no death saving throws in this case.
Bloodborne!
Is that what the dead body of I'm so sorry.
Now that he's stabilized,
Stable, yeah.
he manages to, while in this like hell state of his
state,
dreams,
yes.
say a blood ball. You think it'd
Solomon
be
looks
Rex
around.
2.
How is that? That can't be right.
And we circle back to the top of the initiative order.
Okay.
Damien.
Is that person still on the gun?
The Cyberite is still on the gun.
We're leaving the warpfire sphere there then?
If you want to use a bonus action to move it directly
like
at them,
bonk
I
it
will
into
let
them?
you use that as a bonk, because we've said that you can use this as an active weapon.
Yeah, for sure. Bonus action
Bonk.
bonus.
Alrighty.
DC 15.
They
Dex.
rolled a 9. So what's the damage?
2d6. A 4 and a 1 for 5. This is 1 and then 3 more.
Yes.
I'm going to spend my last sorcery point to do one more empowered spell, and we'll re-roll the 1. That's a 6 for a total of 10 fire damage.
The Cyberite burns to death at the heavy weapon emplacement.
Perils of war.
No, this is
no.
one spell that I cast
It's already
ages
been
ago.
cast. Oh, it's
the
it's
ball.
ongoing. I'm
It's
kind of
still
holding
out
on.
there.
Oh my God.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
That's the bonus action. Okay, so I can't. Once it hits something, it stops. So that's like my bonus action. I can't now. Like I've killed it. Use the rest of like the 25 feet to fuck more
Yeah,
people up.
no.
That's-
You got
It
that.
stays
So
there.
the Cyberite is dead.
Great. It's just going to stay there, like melting the gun. And so things are looking dire out here for my companions. Morgan, I saw like move through the space and go up, and I heard like a shot go off.
Yep.
Like she's doing fine. I'm going to give Solomon some backup, I think, because he's there just kind of out in the open.
Also, that was your bonus action is concentration. Is Fleshknit a concentration spell? I'm just going to point out that you do have that.
Fleshknit is not. I was thinking about that.
Yes,
yeah.
you have that as an option.
Yeah. But that'll be the last spell I cast kind of thing. And we're just like cost benefit analysis of the last spell slots to
I
be
hear
used
you.
kind of thing.
Oh, I hear you.
So yeah, I double back a little bit into my shack. Is Solomon within 30 feet of me?
Solomon is within 30 feet of you, yes.
We've really thinned these numbers out. I am hale and hearty in terms of hit points. I'm going to run out into the middle of this, full range of 30 feet of movement. heretical warp fire wreathing my open hand as I run up and slap it on Solomon's back. Yeah.
The hell is that?
And say, Damien will just say, like an old adage that was just constantly trained and retrained into him. And he'll just lay one hand on him and say, hunt and burn. And he will cast Flesh Knit at 2nd level with his only remaining spell slot.
Ooh.
2nd level Flesh Knit, I think, is 4d8 with 2024 rules.
Oh, that's...
Because we're calling this the Cure Wounds. At a higher level spell slot, the healing increases by 2d8 for each spell slot above 1. So 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier normally, we're doing 4d8.
2D is for each level above 1. You're casting this at level 3?
2.
I'm casting it at level 2.
So each level above 1, which would be 1, so you'd be 3d8. Am I correct?
Is it 2d8 base?
The healing increases by 2d8.
Oh, by 2d8.
for
All right,
each
fuck me.
spell
Sorry, no,
slot.
I'm used to old D&D.
No,
Yeah, no,
it's-
I hear
it's-
you. It's fucking juicy. I don't know why they did that.
I feel like, well, I mean, look at the judge.
Look at what's happening.
If he gets full juiced, can Del and I get the remains?
Can some of the warp fire trickle down Solomon's leg?
yeah.
And land in the judge?
Can it work like capitalism and trickle down?
I mean, it will trickle down like capitalism, and that Solomon will get all of it.
Juice me.
Juice him.
5 plus 8 for 13, plus 4, 17 HP back to you.
I was down 18. That
Hell yes.
So the trickle down would have worked. It just he had to have all of it, kind of thing.
It was all for
It
him.
would have worked. So,
Finally, I found the right.
That's fair.
Yeah, in this case, I would have allowed it to happen. In any other case, I would not, but I would have allowed it.
Nexus.
and that is bonus action, movement, and action. I'm just out there in the open, right behind Solomon. Yeah.
Fabulous. Morgan,
All right.
you are up. You're in position
I'm
on
up.
this roof,
I'm in
laid
position.
down.
I'm laying
sighted
down,
in.
sighting in. Who's left? Who can I take a headshot at? I'm going to just steady aim, headshot a further enemy.
There are 3 Kabalite warriors who have managed to make it off of the transport. 2 of them have been heavily burned by fire. 1 has overall escaped.
Oh,
Because of the warp,
Yep,
sorry.
Yep.
It's a 1. Oh, fucking hell.
Trickle down!
Hunt and burn. Hand on his back.
Champion!
right into my fucking back.
I need you to roll me a D100.
Yes,
hate
sir.
this
Your
game.
penis pops like a water balloon.
Of course it happens here. Jesus.
When he's healing someone.
I know. That's
When
off
you're
the
doing a
goddamn
good boy.
cleric spell list from my acolyte background. 35.
35. The warp enshrouds you and crackles across all of your extremities. You have resistance to all damage for the next minute.
Oh!
You overcharge healing him and create a warp field around yourself that will keep you protected from all. So every bit of damage you take in the next 60 seconds will be divided by 2.
Halved.
Amazing!
Try to roll that all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's
We-
great.
35.
Love
Good
to
job,
We'll remember
Damien.
35. Good job,
Unreal.
Damien.
Good job.
Majestic perils, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Can I have some
Well,
too?
that was a freebie.
Okay. I would like to aim.
The judge is
He's just having a little
like he's
slivers.
thirsty in the desert. Please.
Can I come to? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's so funny.
All right. I would like to aim at the uninjured warrior that's left.
Fabulous. Go for it.
So this is with my aim. Oh, bullshit. That's a 10 to hit.
10 to hit will not hit.
No.
So the warrior dodges aside
I think,
as this bolt shoots
I think it's
in.
also Morgan is up there. She's laying flat. She's trying to aim. She thinks like she's solidly breathing out. She is so stressed about all these boys down there out in the open. Even though the carnage has been going wild, it's like she feels her heart thumping too much in her chest and her hands rattle and she misses.
Alrighty. Yep, that is happening. These 3 Kabalite warriors are deeply troubled by how this has all been going down. They are going to fire at Solomon and Damien from what they're seeing. Their big issue is Damien. I am going to have them roll to shoot you, Damien, but if they miss, the idea will be that Solomon's armor blocks it from hitting you. So I'm going to increase your AC by 2 because Solomon is a human shield.
Okay.
Because in the situation where you heal him, Solomon sees this happen. Solomon sees the 3 rifles come up, knows it's going to happen, and we get that moment that occurs also with Space Marines that they talk about, where he just ducks his head and raises a pauldron, so he's just armor head to toe taking these shots. So let's see. We have, dear God, a 7, a 12, and an 11. So Solomon weathers the storm and keeps you safe from all of these Wickering splinter rifle rounds.
Ting, 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 ting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Then they turn and move back 30 feet away from this combat. So they are now 60 feet from the two of you.
Okay.
They're laying down fire as they back away.
Love these needles to just deflect off of the pauldrons and go directly into the judge's dead body.
They're laying across you, but none of them have cut as they fall in a rain around you. You hear a tinkling rain that starts to just affect your sleeping visions as this occurs. Up next, Solomon.
How many do we have left? Just
3.
those 3? And they've moved 60 feet
60
away?
feet. They are 60 feet from you, to be clear.
Yes, and so that would be a... okay, so...
Can I just ask, just because this might be helpful to you, 60 feet from us is quite close to the ship?
60 feet from you, they actually, because the flaming ball is on the ship, they're not even moving for the ship. They're moving on foot past
They're
the
just
ship
running.
to try to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, because the warpfire sphere has 30 feet on my
They
bonus
don't know
action.
that, but it will be bad for them.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will, for Solomon's information, whatever he's thinking.
They're 60 feet from you, 30 feet from the warp fire.
Okay. He'll point to the warp fire sphere and say, that's mine. That belongs to me.
Excellent. I think Solomon, as everything had happened there, he was sort of like bathed in that like golden light of the Emperor. And then as that healing, that warp fire healing like washed over him, I think he would turn around to see, knowing it was Damien, but to
Permanently enchant a ring or amulet to increase spell power by 3.
His eyes are glowing and he has flaming horns coming out of his.
So I think you see Solomon, like you just see his eyes get big for a second, and then like big smile,
That's
and then he's just gonna turn
nice
back and he's
for
gonna
a
run 60 feet.
spellcaster.
Like just full sprint run at those 3 cavalry warriors.
Great, you get
Jenkins,
to the
yeah.
Cabalite warriors, no question.
Yeah.
You're among them, your blade up. You had to sprint to get there, so you cannot attack, but you are there. We cut to the judge. Judge, what are you dreaming about? You're unconscious. There's been a tinkling rain on your armor.
Yeah,
you have Rex 2 pinching down an artery, so like pain might be involved. You've got the auditory things happening around you. Yeah, what's going on in your mind?
It's me walking through amber waves of grain, you know. My estate, I'm touching that grain with my hands.
Hang on a second.
It's just, wait a minute.
Hang on.
Wait.
This
Is that your
oddly
wife
familiar.
in the distance?
I'm hearing Sting music, you know.
And in between that, like I'm seeing my granddaughter Vi, and in between that, I'm getting these pulses of like, and then I'm just seeing like fire and destruction. I'm seeing this dog mowing down on my arm, you know, into my artery, and then I'm cutting back, and it's me holding my granddaughter just like. As a baby, and I'm clutching her, and just not knowing, is this right? Do I cradle the neck, or do I support the buttocks? What's? And then it cuts back, and and then it cuts back to me with Vi, and I'm watching this baby take its first steps, and I'm sitting in the corner. It's like saying, use the strength of your core. Don't be weak. And then I'm saying to my grandson in the other room, "Hey, keep it down."
Oh, okay.
some of the more just like not nice memories as well of just day to day, like these fucking kids are loud.
I think it's like he remembers his grandson obeying him. And he remembers these beautiful moments with his granddaughter.
Vi is walking. And then he's still getting shocked and saying all this stuff. So it's just bouncing back and forth.
I do have a clarifying question of you cradling Vi. She is like your youngest granddaughter, or approximately youngest. Is that right?
She's the youngest currently.
Yeah.
Haven't you had like 400 grandkids?
He's had a lot, but he's had limited access
Okay.
to his family over this time.
Okay.
He had to avoid them to protect them. Arbites aren't allowed to be married, and they certainly aren't allowed to have like mortal families. So once he got to the inquisitorial estate, this kind of like bonus blackmail, it's his first time where he's able to just be familial grandpa.
Got it. Okay. That's lovely. All right. Great.
Yeah. And then back to the battle, where we circle to the top of our initiative order. Damien.
Yeah, now when I'm playing in Basite, I have no issues.
Scooch that.
I live stream to YouTube, to vertical and horizontal,
Yeah, just kind of. It can
10,000
kind of,
bits
like,
each
ramp up
stream.
Two of them failed. The one who's good at dodging still dodges, but the other two
stable
failed.
FPS and no stuttering at all.
If it's within.
So Windows, you can go
No, it has to bump up against them. So
Is
yeah.
it only enemies, or is it any creature that it bumps up against?
retire.
That ends their turn there would have to do the save and take half on a success.
So with the bump,
With the bump, it's like it's the one that it's bumping into needs to make the save.
but it says
kind of
anyone within 5 feet because we've used it as like a group weapon
Yeah.
before. Great. I'm also going to need a save from you, Solomon.
I get it.
thing. I've got 30 feet. I can
now-
finesse that around.
it's
to, like,
11
come up
o'clock
from
already.
behind if I've got the.
I will say then you
movement.
can get two of them.
Haven't gained a few levels today at
Then the
least.
two that failed will fail. The other one takes no damage, but let's get the damage.
That's going to be 11.
Okay, two of them burned to death. No question.
Solomon
They're
gets to
just
see it.
absorbed by more
finished
fire that appears
quests.
next to you, Solomon. And you find yourself facing off with the last one. Maybe we'll see if we get there. Damien, what else are you doing?
Yeah, let's bring up the light crossbow and infuse it with a little bit of warp fire. So we'll do a warp fire strike. An 8, not likely to hit, plus my crossbow 6. 8 plus 6 for
14.
Thank you.
14 will not hit.
Religious
Okay, the
server,
swirling
have not
melee makes it too
muted yet.
challenging for you to make a consistent blow. Cool.
Perils, we're good. And I will move up 30 to try and keep pace with
Great.
Solomon, but he is off like a goddamn shot.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, we have this last Drukhari. Of all the Drukhari in the world is going to charge at you, Solomon, drawing its sword, attacking. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
He got me.
All right. He will do 10 points of piercing damage with the sinuous way this blade moves and this attacker's body moves. Even the most simple Kabalite warrior is so far beyond the perfection of any foe you've experienced in the human realm. This is someone whose footwork is flawless. Their hip movement is perfect. You're watching them move, and from a different school of swordplay you've never seen before. So it's not that you're not great. This is a totally foreign playbook that you're trying to learn on the fly, having dueled against many different mortals, and you had a very good champion train you at home, but this is the first time facing kind of the darkness of the galaxy out there. So you suffer a painful blow from this blade. And it is your turn to respond.
Excellent. So I think he gets that same kind of, like, they keep finding these little spots under his armor, and I think what kind of blade was it?
This is like a long, jagged blade. It's almost like the top half of the blade was sliced diagonally at the center and slid slightly off course so that it goes up. There's a jagged center to a wicked point.
Okay. So I think as this blade kind of like gets Solomon and gets stuck in a little bit, he'll just step further forward, and the blade just goes a little bit further into him, and he gets like right in the Drukhari's face, and he says, "Not enough," and he's just gonna just bring it down. Shit! No, he biffs it, and he got a 9.
Oh, fuck that. You get advantage. It was a cool line.
Yeah, cool line.
I would have given you inspiration for the sick line.
He's talking to
Cool
Graves.
line.
Is it a 9? And 9 plus 6 is a 15?
Meets it, beats
Oh,
it.
let's
You
go.
managed
There
to
we
match. match.
See
If
it.
you had not pulled yourself close, this would not have happened.
And he does 7 + 6, 13 damage.
And the final Kabalite warrior falls.
Holy fucking shit.
Combat is over. 3 of you are still up. The cannon is down, being held in place and stabilized by Blood Ball. What do you do?
Morgan would instantly, even as the last warriors are running out, Morgan's going to drop down out of her hiding and run directly over to the judge because she can't know that he's stabilized. Instantly, she's down trying to check his vitals, see anything that she can do to help him.
Roll me a medicine check. Is anyone going to assist with this?
Yeah, Damien would double back.
Great.
He just sort of snap out the warp fire sphere, so the light diminishes in this tunnel, and he would double back.
So you double back into the fire-lit zone. You will have advantage on this roll because Damien is assisting.
What are the,
Thank you,
the
Damien.
practical benefits of a medicine check?
Medicine check, if it goes...
What do you think she got? Like if you had to guess.
It's a nat 20. Of course. The judge wakes up with 1 HP. The answer is it's really useful with the nat 20. Otherwise, it could assist. Also, for her to figure out that he's okay and Rex, too, isn't just celebrating his death.
Yeah.
But the judge, you wake up with 1 HP as Morgan and Damien and Rex, too, bring you back to consciousness in this combat zone.
So it's just an intake of air. Like he was already breathing, but now it's not shallow breaths. It's now, but through the mask, it's,
Of course it is.
He's back.
Because it's, yeah.
He's back. Good.
Jesus Christ. More Drukari. Oh, that wasn't them. It was him.
All right. And now that Morgan knows that the judge is awake and up, she's instantly going to run around to try to get onto this Drakari ship. Use the data spike, anything. She's looking for information. I got to figure out what to do with this thing.
The piloting controls here are not
I need to
too
find that
complicated.
cat
You
again.
can math it out. Can you roll me a... Do you know what? You have enough time here with the way the response would flow that I think you would have enough time. You are able to determine that it requires a certain set of Drakari gloves to be able to activate, like it's built around the armor, but it means you can find the body, pull the gloves, you will have the ability to pilot this craft.
Great. And also, I didn't know if the comms were being jammed by this ship or something else. Trying to look into that, get the comms back out.
Okay, that's going to be more complicated.
Oh, there she
Roll me
is.
a perception, because some of this is just going to be, can you figure this out at the rate you're trying to solve
Oh, absolutely.
Drakari
Trying
technology?
to do it fast. It's a
I was gonna say,
7.
if it's a nat 20,
It's
go
a-
fuck
it's a-
yourself.
It lingered on a 20.
did.
It was
And
held
then
at a 20 and then it fell
It's
over.
a different dice. I keep swapping.
But no,
it.
it's a 7?
7. Yeah.
7. You're not able to solve it. It's clearly not coming from this vessel.
Okay.
The only thing you can see when you look at the map is there are other vessels of this size going through the larger tunnels currently.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Then Morgan's going to be like, everyone on. And we're going to just pilot the ship to the other end and get the fuck out of here.
Is there anything anyone else would want to do or collect or bring from this scene?
who did the judge in? Is that body nearby?
There are a lot of bodies nearby. I don't think you would even know which one.
Okay, well, I'm vindictive. So I'm going to take a piece of the body. So I'd like to take a finger or something.
Do you want a finger? Do you want the head? Do you want a helmet? What do you want? A trophy you could keep longer, or do you want just a physical body piece?
Yeah, I would. I'm taking. Yeah, I'm going to take a head.
Fabulous. Take a head. You have a Drakari head, pointed ears, top knot, creepy, sneering expression, even in death. You sever it from the body.
Great. I connect it to my belt and just.
You loop a head of a Drakari to your belt.
What the hell, man?
You okay?
Just from an outside perspective, would that Solomon seeing that? Would that be oh, this is not the Xenos? These are blah blah blah, or is that oh, he's desecrating a corpse and keeping a thing? Is that's weird?
I think even on Promethea, you hate aliens.
Yes. Okay.
Severing an alien's head and wearing it on your belt, that's as weird as it generally would seem to sever anyone's head and put it on your belt. But I'm interested to hear the Promethean interpretation of what the judge is doing.
No, this is just that's sort of what he's.
Is this for your concern
This
tracker?
is for the concern thing. Where, the judge is slowly kind of losing his grasp on reality.
Yeah, feel free to put a mark
that's what I
down
thought. Just
for
enough
carrying
that
around a
he's
severed
going to
head.
remember a severed head desecrating a corpse. That's a little weird. But then he's going to go over to the judge and pat the judge on the back and be like, "You fought bravely, Judge. I'm glad to see you up and around." And the last of the golden light that was on him slides into you as I cast Healing Visage, and you're gonna get some health points back.
Oh.
And it's like he doesn't even know that he's doing it. It's just like that light, like as he touches you, it just sort of sloughs off of him, and you feel a little invigorated. And you get. Oh well, that sucks. You only recover 3 points, but you feel good. Like if it's a nice feeling.
And it's like actually you're stronger than I had expected, so it's just actually hurting me a bit when you hit my back. Oh god. Okay, I'm at 4. That's okay.
It's better than nothing.
No.
Don't get greedy.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I nod and just sigh at the same time. I'm going to that in conjunction with this head. I'm going to dab my finger near the bloody stump of its neck. I'm going to draw a couple of marks across the face of this mask, and that's going to reinvigorate me because I'm casting my second wind on myself.
I like that a lot.
So as I get to regain points equal to 1d10 plus 3, my fighter level. So
Great.
pretty good. That's 10. Oh, that's going to be 12 points.
Fabulous.
Sick.
You heal yourself for
Wonderful.
12 points through your power of absolute fury and requirement of justice. Also with vengeance having been done. Justice before people.
Solomon watches you smear alien blood on your face and makes another note.
Yep.
Just like, this is getting weirder somehow.
Knowing that this might be a while, make sure you're noting what is causing these concerns, but that is indeed concerning. Is there anything else, Damien? Is there anything you would want to take from the scene? Is there anything you would want to inspect? Anything like that? Or are you just climbing on, ready to go?
I think he would climb on, but he does want to ask Morgan a couple things while we're, moving kind of thing of just like he has watched her speak a language he does not understand, but I think loosely matches the sounds he's hearing these creatures make. And he'll say, how do you know what these things are? What are they even?
Morgan's using these Drakari gloves and
Seeing you do that
controlling
too.
all the panels and that sort of thing. I've seen them in action before. They are Drakari, a powerful Xenos. And she's tapping around. I did more research after seeing the damage they could do.
Is there anything we're supposed to know about them? How to kill them more efficiently?
You all did a very good job of not dying against them. That's all you can ask for.
All right. And he'll lean overboard to give the judge a hand up or Solomon a hand up to get everybody aboard.
Thank you.
Judge will accept.
All right. He's pulling you guys aboard.
Hands slick with alien blood. Oh, gross.
Are we falling back then? Or pressing on?
There's more of these entire boats, apparently. And she's pointing at a map with little dots or whatever's going on. We cannot hold off anymore, but we have the information that we wished. And it'll be a question, I think, just of, I don't know if she could leave this as a barricade or if we could just, if we deactivate the rest of the shields, we could just take this out and be like, hello, this is what we found.
This is big enough with this massive thoroughfare that you have claimed leading back to the void shield that you put in place. If you wanted to, you could fly this directly out and essentially close the door behind it.
Perfect. Let's do that.
You all climb aboard this Drakari Raider. Morgan, you managed to take control of the piloting, deactivate the tracking unit, have that pulled out and separated from the ship so it's depowered on the Raider. And you coast as you hear the revving and the screaming of Drakari jet engines in the background. And you take this Raider right down through the burrows, back out into a hidden zone that has already been purged. And you close the void shield behind you. At the last second, you see jet bikes screaming towards you, so you have to supercharge the shield. But all 5 jet bikes crash into it and explode violently on the other side. You turn the void shield back to its usual levels, climb back onto your Raider, and escape the scene of the purge.
This episode of Agents of the Inquisition features the voices of Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, Josh Halbert, and Tyler Hewitt, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Agents of the Inquisition's artwork was created by Del Borovic. Our theme song is The Hordes by Megan McDuffie, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, whose music was provided by freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. If you want to support the show or get an ad-free version, go to dumdumdice.com/join. That's dumdumdice.com/join. Again, that's dumdumdice.com/join.
The rules to say hi.
A special condition this podcast isn't, so tell your friends about Agents of the Inquisition and join us next episode. Rabute Gilliman himself,
Next
come on.
episode.
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Alarain Okapi, Madre de Gatos, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marie.
All of you have successfully escaped the Purge Zone within the burrows, escaping what turned out to be a Drukhari raiding, speed warfare event underground where Imperial citizens were being enslaved under the surface of Raven's Breast, the capital city of Ravenstrike in the Hawkstar system. You have made your way past a void shield protected corridor that you have cranked up to guarantee that the enemy cannot follow you. You've stolen a Drukhari raider. The tracking system has been removed from it. You are slowly advancing through this darkened underground tunnel. You also have the head of one of the Drukhari who was slain, currently attached to the belt of the judge. You are clear. As you begin moving forwards, I need every single one of you to roll me a D100.
Oh, my.
Never get to do it.
So you're looking for these guys.
Yep.
The one that's got the 10s on it, yeah?
Yep, there he is.
And then his buddy. Yeah. So you roll
It's a
first.
team effort.
Thanks, buddy.
So you're 30.
Oh, Del.
Exactly, because there's nothing.
Yeah.
So 30.
So spicy, Del.
57.
30.
Oh, I'm right in the middle with a 50.
98.
Whew. You rolled a 99 last time.
Yeah, I did.
I'd roll a D100. Jeez.
Yep.
These are perfect.
Yeah.
No notes.
Perfect and precious.
What you discover as you start moving through these tunnels slightly in from the Void Station, you have saved approximately 260 Imperial citizens by giving out the data slate, by giving access to these corridors. You see that a large number of people have escaped the Purge behind you and are now hiding out inside this hidden area of the city. You have moved past the Void barriers. You are underground here. You have a Drukhari raider. What is your plan? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think first is I don't know if we can get comms anymore down here still, now that we're in a separate section, or is it shut down for all of the underground?
Seems like you would need to move further from where you are. You're just outside the barrier. I didn't want to time jump you in case there was anything in particular you
great.
did want to do. But your guess is you need to move away from the Purge barrier because they would blanket the comms there and further. But odds of them covering the whole city, it seems unlikely. You didn't see interruptions above ground.
That makes sense. All right. Then in the meantime, before we fully leave, so if we want to investigate the remains of the last Purge, if it can give us anything else, we can look around or we can just leave. Any thoughts?
The judge is too injured and is still not bloodied, but is just worn down to a point where he could go either way. He's going to fully embrace your leadership capabilities and just say, your call.
Morgan, can you roll me either an investigation or an insight to see what you're aware of about the various circumstances around you? You may have some tactical advice from your training, or
Great.
you may not.
Great. It's a 16 insight.
16. This is an inquisitional lesson that you learned. This would be Valentine, one of his big leadership tenets in regards to prioritization.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost hear his voice, kind of his monologue about this in your mind, saying,
How may I help?
In the Inquisition, we are always short on time. One might say the Emperor likes to give us a bit of a ticking clock for most of our tasks. If you are considering your mission objectives and your long-term goals, the one thing to keep in mind is that your enemy is also functioning under the same time constraints. There's almost the blur of your information from this, kind of filtering it through your own internal Valentine as someone you know well. Seems like you might have a number of options under the current circumstances. The purge will likely need to be completed because they can't let anyone else run out into the streets screaming Drukhari, Drukhari. At the same time, if the conspirators, whoever they may be, are in touch with the Drukhari, there is a question there, which is someone's going to need to act, especially if they know that you've escaped. They may not know who you are, but they will need to move quickly. There's also a chance they may cut bait, one might say, and run, getting the Drukhari out of here and destroying any evidence of them being present. You know the average purge is about 4 hours in length, is what you've been told, for them to apparently set up, tear down, clear out. It seems like you have that much time where the conspirators are going to be forced to stay their hand. After that, the situation may change rapidly. This is a time where you could go above ground. One might say go on the offense. You could search for more information here to fuel your offense, or whatever else you may choose. Those are the traditional things, I would say. Prioritize what you're trying to do. Good luck. It's weird to hear your own brain wish you good luck, but Valentine did that a lot.
Oh, that's for sure. It's his sign off. Yeah. In Morgan's mind, especially with the judge saying, like, it's whatever, we know it's Drukhari, we know what's going on. Time is of the essence. We got to get back up to the surface and we have to tell Beatrice what's going on because we have to mobilize these things. And also, we have to get an escape out of... We're still between two sets of void shields.
Correct.
Yeah. So we have to basically right now find a way out of this box we're now stuck in and get back to the surface. So I think Morgan's first idea is like go further down the tunnels, like open it up more and find a way out. And so she's going to say, we need to get ourselves out of here as soon as possible and get back to our good friend up above. And she's going to keep driving the ship back to the other end of the void shields, get us as far away from where there are currently still fighters on the other side, and then start searching both the maps that she has on the data slate and just for a way out.
Excellent choice. So you are speeding through the underground, increasing your speed. You do have maps of these extra areas, so you can pick the large thoroughfares to get yourself room from where you are to where you are going. For anyone else who is riding, there's the opportunity to just see what you can see in the environment around you, or you could be doing kind of any other task. I would say the base thing that I would allow if you're trying to take a look at this space is a short rest for all of you. So feel free to do any additional kind of hit dice based healing that you need as you patch yourselves up after combat. You do have the supplies for that. And perception rolls for just seeing what you can see underground, unless there is something you would rather be doing. Judge, Damien, Solomon, is there anything you'd be doing other than kind of keeping your eyes open and patching yourselves up?
Did that warp fireball totally destroy the main big shuriken cannon on the front of this thing?
Yes, increase.
The shuriken cannon has been singed, no question, but it is still theoretically functional. None of you have proficiency with this weapon. It's an alien weapon. You're not used to the triggering mechanism. You don't know what would be involved. I would say probably Damien even being on this ship is horrifying because you're in touch with Xenos materials. Judge, riding this at all is a crime, but a crime of necessity perhaps. Solomon, you seem to have a curiosity about everything, so I'm not going to tell you how you feel about anything.
That's what he just saw it in action. So he would think if he gets up to it and it's like you have to like insert your hand in like a weird way he can't figure out. I just thought if it was like, it had like two triggers, he would, I'll try it. Yeah.
Why don't you roll me?
But he still would prioritize taking a short rest.
You'll absolutely get the short rest no matter what. So everybody can use hit dice. Everybody can take a short rest. Whatever recharging of your abilities is possible during a short rest, you will do that now.
What do we get for a short rest for hit dice?
So for hit dice, they'll be listed on your sheet. You'll be able to see the number of dice that you have and their quality. So the nice thing is you can use as many or as few as you want, and you can cash them in as you roll them. So you could roll your first one, see how much healing it gives you, decide to roll another.
Perfect.
And then if you end up having multiple short rests, that's where you can run out of those dice. Your hit dice don't recharge until you take a long rest.
Perfect.
Well, I used all my hit dice. 2 of them I rolled ones on. So.
Oh, that's always the worst.
And I get a channel divinity back.
I used 2 of mine, and I'm pretty
I will
pretty
stop
well
the stream here. I will eat
patch
the
yourself.
prepare for bed,
Am I able to patch up
You guys tomorrow?
Blood Ball, I would say you or someone else could give me either a medicine or a sleight of hand to try to patch him. I will, but whoever does that will not get a perception roll for the environment because they're focused on fixing up Blood Ball.